You've been sucked into the vortex.
Yeah. You can't get out now.
Nope.
Stuck.
Part of the family.
You're stuck. And obviously to the family for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years. Well, without further ado, or further ado, Jensen with further ado.
No, I mean, ado.
No ado.
No ado. No ado. This is, what?
Back off. Back off.
Thank you.
We love you back.
You know, you guys should all thank us because right now you're not losing money out there. So we're just looking out for your best interest. Right
The Rio is about to turn on Jensen's mic. Your mic is going to shut down all of a sudden. Well,
anyway,
there you go. No.
Yeah, the cocktail waitresses serve the room.
And for all the congratulations on having a less than 9-year-old. I'm going to go ahead and guess. We became parents during the run of the show. And for all the other parents out there, I think having a kid changes your perspective on everything. And one of my least favorite things that anybody could ever say ever is something along the lines of like, oh, well, I can't explain it to you. Oh, you're just not going to understand. But for those who have, it's just, you can't explain it, becoming a parent. However, I do think Sam's right. John was an asshole. Bunghole for our 17-year-old listeners out there.
It's called tough love, Jared. It's called tough love.
Too tough. I slept with a 9mm. You saw the pilot. You know what, but I think you also understand, I think in a lot of what always excited me about Supernatural and about Sam Winchester specifically, is that he's willing to do for others to make the world a safer place. And I think I can relate because now, without a doubt, I would lay my life down for another human being. You know? So, without question. Thank you. Can you bring that on?
Hey guys!
Hi.
You said that it kind of changed your guys' dynamic and you said it's a little bit difficult or different. And because of this, obvious reasons in the current season, there's been a huge break in the dynamic between you two for obvious reasons. I was wondering if you were, once again...
It worked out really well for Dean. He's made some pretty bad choices and he's kind of in the bottom of the barrel, looking up and not quite sure how he's going to get out of this hole. So to deal with that, and then to also kind of digest what he's learned from his brother, just about as far as the brother dynamic between the two of them, and how distant it is, and the fact that Sam is willing to work with him, but not be brothers. It was a very very difficult thing for Dean to process, and he's still having to process it. And I think that instead of sitting and wallowing in his sorrows, he has to have some sort of direction, and he decides to focus on Abaddon and doing what he can to at least right some wrong. And when Dean gets an idea, he becomes tunnel vision, and this is to the extreme. So it's a rocky future right now for Dean. I don't know where it's going to go. We are filming episode 20 right now, and I know that in episode 21, the proverbial SHIT starts to hit the fan, and that will continue, I would assume, through the end of the season. So it's all coming to a head. How it's going to play out, I have not seen it yet. Yeah, and then what a jerk. What an absolute jerk.
On that note, when Jensen said to the extreme, who else thought I rock a mic like a vandal? Like the stage stage and lights are shining from the candle, correct? I mean, guys, that's like, what time is it? Or what the time? It's time to get ill. When you say to the extreme, I have to say I rock Michael Candle. I rock Michael Candle. What's the time? Jason, what's the time?
It's time to get it.
Yes! Alright, in season. In season. Okay, sorry, thank you. Who's Jared?
Hi.
You been Jared me for 30 minutes. Stop Jared me so I can pay attention to everything.
I was waiting with the vanilla
I
ice.
did already. I love you.
Hey.
Let me make sure. It's been a lot of time in mine. Thank you. Yes. I did that to myself.
You can now catch Vanilla Ice on his home makeover show. You're all wondering. And I knew you would ask that question 10 years from now. No, I don't. Obviously, I think that this is shocking to a lot of people, including us. That maybe not shocking, maybe that's not the word, but surprising. To have the run that we've had. You know, you and I have often discussed, like, how did we get here? What's happening to us?
And that's what they call cut. That's not like Sandy Dean. That's Jared Jensen. How did we get here? I feel like I've been inhabited by the devil.
But I think early, with the first few episodes of the entire series, he and I looked at each other and like, look, I think we got an opportunity to really kind of make something big out of this. Like, we might get 2 or 3 seasons. Like, this could be really good. Like, we might like really surprise a lot of people and make it to our 3rd season. So to answer your question, no, this is we're dumbstruck with how fortunate we've been, how well the show has been received by an amazing audience, and this is just kind of really the icing on the cake for us, is to have this kind of convention circuit that we get to go around, we get to talk to you guys, and answer questions, and to get FaceTime with the people that really support us and keep us going.
And make this possible.
And really do make this possible. And we want you all to know that we most certainly report back to all of those unsung heroes that are lugging cable and manning the cameras and you know,
You get a chance to play with blah blah blah. If you sit there and watch him play, or whatever, it's gonna mess you up. You have to just you have to do what you do, and then you can think about it later. You can enjoy it later. So I feel like we're just starting to enjoy it.
and then you look at Mr. Blah 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 and you're like, you understand, we were kind of in the shadow, you know, when we started in 05, we were kind of in the shadow of the big shows that started that sequence, Lost, Heroes, Grey's Anatomy, and these were all shows that started when we started, and so we were like, oh, we're kind of, you know, we're not getting near as much attention and near as many interviews, and so I, you know, maybe we're lucky to get another couple of seasons out of this, but those are really runaway hits. Well, they're all gone, we're still going. Well, no, we're not going on anymore, so it's different. No, but you know what I mean. It's just it was kind of like slow and steady won the race, and I feel like the fact that all of you guys were champions for the show is the reason why we're sitting here today talking about it. So thank you.
For Jerry?
Yes. Good choice.
Yeah, no, I got it. So
here, no, I remember here, what she's talking about obviously is when Sam said to Dean that I don't know if I'm in the same view. Now I think with Sam, and this is the first time I've had a chance to approach this with people who enjoy the show. I feel like, think about anybody you have a relationship with, a mother, a father, a son, a brother, a sister, a friend. You have the power to say things to those people that can really drop them to their knees. And sometimes when you're hurt, you get so caught up in your own hurt that you say something you might not necessarily mean, or you might mean it in a different way, just to hurt them back. I think a lot of where Sam comes from this season is not that he hates his brother or doesn't feel like he's his brother. He feels like, you lied to me, and I'm still hurt by it. And instead of apologizing, you're saying, I would have done the same thing. You're wrong. Even if it really, does Sam mean that he would have done the same thing? I don't think so. But I think Sam is just really wanting Dean to realize how affected Sam was by Dean lying to him, tricking him into getting possessed by an angel who ended up being a psycho angel. So I don't think it's like. So I think it's. Sam wasn't saying, I'd let you die, as much as he's saying, I wouldn't have done it the same way. So.
I was just wondering, who wore it better? Like, who was more about the
As far as possession, I gotta say, Meg rocked the hair. That was fun. I do have my favorite kind of scenes I was able to play and characters, but I think that when I did, I want to remember when I did. I'm gonna go for a walk.
I'm gonna let dig himself out of that hole.
Yeah.
That's what he needs.
It was the beginning of something fun for me. Sorry. There it is. I love you guys. They never asked me to do them with Gilmore Girls, so I really was able to have fun. Thank you so much. Yeah. Sam was just a guy. This is cool.
Hi. Continue.
Like leave an offering to you, like, or to someone you like, what would make you like come or no?
I tell you what, we arrive more places all over the world every year to see you guys than anything else. Oh, so you're not helping. Candy's a good start. Bourbon is also good. Could you repeat the question, please? En français?
What would a fan or worshiper have to do to make you arrive at the location?
Well, whatever it is, you have obviously done it in your car, so.
Thank you.
We're going to think about that question for a while.
And shake our heads.
Hi.
I see y'all back. So I feel like I used to. What's funny is that when you start doing a TV show or a movie or something, inevitably, because you're surrounded by agents and managers and family and friends, they're like, dude, this show's going to launch you into this or launch you into that. And I just came to the realization that I'm not really worried about what the show launches me into. If this is the last thing I ever do, I'll be proud. I feel you looking at me, Jensen. Please stop. I know you see me, babe.
Okay, well, thank you for asking the question. And before I go, I just want to say, Jensen, you were badass in that fight in first board.
I still have some bruises to show for it, too. Let's see. It's on my back. Not excited. Not excited. It's just us and 500 cameras.
Feeling like there's something inherently wrong with him because of how things have been. So, do you think that Sam has always felt like that, or it was just because he was possessed, and now that he knows he was possessed by an angel, does he still feel that, or is he chalking it up to the possession?
Great question, and thank you for what you said in the photos. Thank you for talking against me now. I know, because I happen to play Sam on TV, that he has always felt like that. And I think there's a bit, probably of everyone in this audience, there certainly is a bit here that feels like a black sheep sometimes, and always feels different. And what's amazing about that is everyone in this room is different, as are you, as am I, as is he, and everybody else at the casino around the world. So it's really about, for me, what's important is to help Sam feel comfortable in his own skin, no matter the circumstances, no matter if he makes a decision and starts the apocalypse because he's trying to do something else, no matter if he makes a decision to save his life. It's my goal as Jared to help Sam feel comfortable with Sam. So,
What would your tag team name be, and what would your guys' finishing move be?
Jensen has been talking about this for a while.
Our tag team wrestling name? What? Yeah, that's imposing.
if I had a vote, my vote would be called the short one and the one from Seventh Heaven. Back in season 1, I had a friend who was like, yeah, my friend's on Supernatural. And they're like, oh, which one? The short one or the one from Seventh Heaven? And she was like, well, they're neither as short, neither, I guess. But, and our finishing move would be 10 seasons or more.
I think the finishing move would have to be called the Impala. And you want to know what it would be?
What?
So, you know what an Impala actually is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So those things are fast and can jump very quickly, and So I think what it would be is Jared like this, right at the opponent, and I come off the ropes and gazelle over him. Don't get in the ring with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, we already know the Impala works. I just got thrilled with that.
That was amazing. That was amazing. Did you see that undefeated wherever you were?
My prediction is during the whole season, you guys are fighting. You do this to me, or you do that, hiding secrets. Well, it's the same with my brother. So how are you guys gonna fix your problem during the season 10? Because it's kind of being fighting for stupid things that you guys see each other every single season. That's your core. Well, I understand Dean trying to defend his younger brother, the same as Sam trying to help his older brother. So you guys need to put your egos away and fix yourself. How you guys gonna fix it?
Maybe you didn't learn from getting Paul the first time. We gotta move. That's true. I think you got to go.
Well, thanks for the therapy session, Dr. Drew.
What do we owe you?
Yeah.
It's come by insurance.
I need the insurance.
If the brothers make up and play nice, then you're just gonna have a couple of brothers sitting around drinking beer all day. Season 12.
I'll sign up for that.
For it.
Give the fans what they want.
Yeah.
Turn the channel.
I'm turned it. All right. If you just want to sit and watch Ellen, that's fine with me.
This is for you. If you remember from which season is this for you, team? What's in the box? Brad Pitt, is that it?
Yes, I remember.
Thank you guys.
I don't know. Thanks, man. Thanks for resting.
So I'm sorry we didn't put you down.
I don't know. I remember growing up and seeing a crib in the house. So, or I'm sorry, like a little cradle in the living room. So I must have been my little sister. I must have been like 3 years old. I don't know.
I remember sleeping in the grocery cart in the grocery store when my mom was shopping. Like just sitting in the little thing, just. And I remember I think she used to take me to the grocery store and put me, like some parents drive around with their kids in the car seat to put them on, put them down. There you go, guilty. Yeah, sitting in the grocery cart, I just remember falling asleep. And
I feel that we have our own personal relationship with the show. There's a deeper meaning of why it affects us. And for me last year, there was a moment, this will be very brief, that I was sicker than I've ever been in my entire life. One of the most beautiful things was TNT running a marathon because it was so much TNT marathon of Supernatural, and that actually helped me get through make it a big bang. So to move on to the question, my question is, you guys, it was something.
So you got better, so you didn't have to watch it anymore.
Yeah.
I can't reach the channel TNT is on. I'm gonna will myself to get better.
I'm good. No, my question though for you guys is, on a personal level for yourselves as actors, is there a specific episode or a specific scene that rang a little too true for you and it was challenging to kind of hurdle through that? Does that make sense in order to connect to what's going on with the character where you're affected personally where you're like, oh dear God, this is way close to me?
Yeah.
What would it be if you don't mind sharing?
Sure. Mine actually was a Bob Singer directed episode of season 2, Croatoa. Yeah, but almost what we touched on earlier, where you feel sometimes like such a lone wolf, where you feel like you're like no one would understand your problems, and you're so wrong because people will understand your problems, and if they don't, hopefully the right words can offer help. But I remember there was a scene where I'm telling him to go on and leave me, and I started really tearing up and crying. I couldn't get a hold of myself. And so Bob was just sort of like, in a way that only Bob Singer can do. I was like, hey man, you want to go take a walk or just walk it off, and let it wear off, because I think it's reaching you. And it was great. I think a lot of times, sometimes actors, I know I probably fell into this trap at first. You feel like if you cry, it must be good, even if the character shouldn't cry that much. And he, being the amazing and very tenured director he is, was like, you should draw from Jared, but that was too much Jared. Like,
Nice, that's a great direction.
So, yeah, it was nice. So that's what came to mind. I mean, out of 195 hours or whatever it is, it's hard to have one come to mind, but I'm that kind of hit.
What about Jensen?
I've had, I experienced, for anybody who's experienced losing something close to them in their life, I'm sure you know that it's not easy. I had multiple experiences with that early in my life, and fortunately for me, since the show started, I haven't experienced any massive catastrophes, knock on wood. So I think that a lot of the times when Dean has had to go to a place that was pretty dark, I don't necessarily know that I was dealing with an issue personally. I think that there was maybe a culmination of experiences that I've had in my life that I was able to kind of collectively tap into to maybe help me. But more specifically, Jared and I are we're very close to these characters. I mean, we've lived with these guys for the past 9 years of our life, and we obviously feel what they feel, and we go through what they go through. On kind of an odd level, but so when Dean or when Sam have to go through something that is very trying and very emotional, it is oddly easier for us to tap into that character's emotion and allow that to play out than it is maybe if we were doing a brand new show or a movie of which we had a new character that we didn't really have a deep-rooted relationship with, and we had to tap into our own personal experiences in order to bring out the emotion needed to portray that scene through that character. But because we spent so much time with these characters, we feel what they feel now, and we really do.
Yeah, it shows.
And I think that just adds to the richness of the story and of the characters. And it's when they go through it, we go through it, and then
y'all go through it.
Yeah, and the loss. To wrap this up, sorry for taking so long. The loss that you're talking about as you, the human of you, Jensen, Mary, Dave, is exactly why I relate to your character so much.
Well, thank you.
You portray it brilliantly. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
What is it? 2, 3, 5, 7, 3, 5,
575. I just wanted to say like 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables.
So 5, 7, 5, that's it?
Yeah.
This is going to take me a year. gonna go read War and Peace. I'll be back. Yeah, there's a reason people ask me, you know, oh, you play the guitar, why don't you write music? I don't write. Because I'm too insecure about putting my thoughts down on paper. So, that wasn't the cue for it all. Just simply giving you information. Yeah, so Jared, if you would like to verbalize a haiku for me.
The Jensen Ackles. I'm editing the second one. Handsome is the Jensen Ackles.
The Jared Padalecki.
The Jensen Ackles. The Jared Padalecki. Friggin' Winchesters.
I don't like to do things by myself, that's why he's around, and vice versa.
That's good.
Nice.
So I love you both so much.
Love you back.
Yes.
She just did this. I go, love you back. She goes, yeah. Aw. Thanks, great.
So I have questions for Jensen.
What's it like working with Jared?
I was wondering if you had like any advice on like people, future actors, so like you could be more stage actors rather than, rather more screen actors rather than stage actors. Because I know that you did like theater in high school, and how did you get into screen?
Yeah, it's definitely two different ball games. You know, I feel like there's a lot more acting training emphasis on stage than there is for on screen. At least that was my experience growing up. I don't know if that's changed in the curriculum in drama schools these days or what, but as far as one of the biggest kind of differences I would say between stage and on screen is size. And that is on stage, really popular, called Predator. Starring Arnie Schwarzenegger. And there was this...
What are you waiting for? Get to the chopper! I'm
And when the guys were flying in the Huey in the helicopter over to the bad place, Long Tall Sally by Little Richard was playing. And I used to just listen to that. I watched that scene like 3 or 4 times, and I'm like, that song is awesome. And then I saw it on the rack, and I'm like, that's what I'm getting. And that was my first CD of it. Hey.
I love your accent. Where are you from?
I'm from South Carolina.
All right.
Not South Carolina. South Carolina.
That's
That's right. That's how you say that.
I see you, man. It's written down.
It's right there in the video. You take your time. It's fine. I'm just going to work this thing.
Now that you have this season 10, are you excited about it and the possibility of more, or are you ready for it to end? And then also, do you think that Tom Mellon is getting nervous about you making this run? And that's for you.
Oh, heavens. My Lord in heaven, I do not know my experience at this particular time. You know what?
Bless his heart.
Bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
What Listen, you can insult anybody to the most, the worst possible insult. You are a fucking son of a... God bless your heart. Yeah. Oh, Mama, you are as stupid as your father. God bless his heart. Love me some Southern people. Anyway, what's the question?
Galvatron season 10.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I guarantee you is he's probably shaking in the boots a little bit.
As he should be.
As he should be.
As he should be.
And I will most certainly let him know if and when we do pass him up, he will most certainly get a nice present from Jerry. No, it's a consolidation present. Consolation, not a consolidation. Consolidation.
No, it is a consolidation test. It'll be our series.
Yeah, we're gonna consolidate the entire. Like, here's all 11 seasons. Can we not wait for it today?
Right. Are you just ready maybe for it to end? Are you willing to move forward and go where it takes?
Oh no, I think at this point you and I talked about this earlier. I think that as long as the story's still quality, and as long as the brothers are still on a journey of importance, and as long as they're still going through stuff, as long as the things that are happening to them are still worth telling, then I think Jared and I are ready. We realize what a unique situation we're in, and we are humbled by this. We're humbled every day when we walk on set and see those crew members that are still busting their ass to make a great TV show. And it's if there was ever a sense of, man, I can't wait to get out of here and start doing something else, that left a long time ago. So, as long as you guys are still interested and we can still perform to a level of quality that we feel you deserve, then we'll keep going.